Yeah.
Hey.
Let's go.
Hello.
Are we doing this?
It's live, baby. I assume.
What?
According to my YouTube screen, we have no concurrent viewers, but that's okay.
Zero.com.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, Mythos friends and family.
Let's go.
How are you?
Starving.
Me too.
I am really hungry.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had
Yogurt?
I had a yogurt. Yeah, with granola. Yeah, that's
That's
what I usually have.
Yeah. It's not enough.
I eat too
It's enough
early.
in the
I eat
moment.
like 6:15.
Yeah.
I eat
Same.
breakfast real early.
Yeah, I
You know
had
what I
some
mean?
cereal. That's
What did you have?
That's Special K.
Is it special?
It makes me especially hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
But I did have a cheese stick and a meat stick this morning already. So
man.
I'm
Well, that's
ready.
what that smell is.
Yeah. Yes.
It's good. So how's it going, everybody? So we're just gonna be flying.
We didn't really have a
like-
good idea for a topic.
No,
And we also didn't want to just say Q&A episode.
No
Because we are going to do
Q&A.
we're going to do AMA questions on the show now.
Yeah,
Because you have too much to do to try to do all of this in one
I'm
day.
dying.
You are?
Oh, yeah. I
Little
mean, we
bit?
all are.
Well, we're slowly. Some of us
It
faster.
feels more rapid than it
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sorry, honey.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I will be
Oh,
stopping.
yeah. How are you?
I'm
How are
fine.
you? We'll read this stuff in a second. I want to know how you
Oh,
are.
I'm good.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Yeah, what's
Cleaned my
happening?
office this morning.
Looks great.
It feels a lot better. Cleaning and organizing your life is a good.
No, terrible. They can't find stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's easier when you have a system where you know
mess?
everything's out and you know where it is.
No.
Okay.
I've been
right.
playing Fallout New Vegas
Yeah.
again, and it's been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And both of us, we came prepared with this. 1, 2, 3, bam!
Oh. I blew it.
You did.
But it's the other way, so it's confusing.
Permanent.
No.
All right, you want to try it again?
I'm feeling a little like, I'm a little round. A little Charles Barkley. A little round mound of rebound right here.
Yeah.
Remember
Can you do a Charles Barkley impression?
No. It was terrible. No, I can't really.
Terrible.
I actually can't do any impressions at all.
You don't do
I am not an
voices.
impression guy at all. I do not do voices. You do wonderful voices. You got a great one that we can't do on. It's not that it's racist or anything.
No, it's not.
It's just somebody we know.
Yeah.
And we don't want them to think that we're making fun of them, even though we are.
Oh man, we're making fun of him.
So bad. So bad. All right, let's
It's
try
not you,
Let's try it again.
but
all right, try it again.
It might be you. Ready?
You a double, or you just want to do the?
I'm just gonna do the one. Ready?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There. We did
Okay.
it.
But yeah. Apart from that,
Okay.
Mythos. We have
What's
been.
going on?
Well, I have been
What are you doing?
trying to get all these mini pedals locked
Oh
in.
yeah.
We got the art pretty much dialed in.
Yeah.
I have moved
Yep.
all the components within the smallest increments possible so that everything should, quote unquote, line up to all the holes. First try.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the hope. right?
Yeah.
And we're going to be working on that in the next couple weeks. We're going to be
We
really diving in.
have decided a launch window
Yes.
for the mini pedal refresh, and so it's going to be just think of your Justin Timberlake memes, so you can get that reference. You will. These people, they're plugged in.
Right.
They get it. Let's do this one real quick.
Oh, yes.
Have I seen? Yeah, I've sent it to everybody I know.
and I don't... I'm unsure how to pronounce it. It's Engine de Poitrine.
Go do yourself a favor and Google that right now if you haven't. I've watched it a bunch. It's right up my alley. 100% love it to death.
I showed it.
Yes.
I showed it to my son, and he was like, "This is wild. I like it."
I love it
I showed it
so
to my
much.
wife, and she said, "I don't like this at all." And I think the top comment on that KEXP video is, "I look forward to showing this to my wife, who will not understand it."
I love it.
It's just like
I love it so much. I'm so happy that I have friends that would send me that and say like, "You will love this," and it's nice.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All
yeah,
right.
it's really honestly, it's good.
Without giving away any details, is there anything that you can tease that you're excited to launch in 2026? Well, we've teased the minis
Yeah.
a lot. We've teased that some of them are coming as is, and some of them are being modded,
Spruced
and
up.
some of them are just going smaller. But we do have lots of
The
other
minis
stuff.
are going smaller. They're gonna be like a Kit Kat.
No, I meant like we have like some pedals that are going to be in mini format now. But is there anything else you want to tease that's coming this year? We will have new circuits that'll be mini pedals.
Yes.
That won't launch with the refresh, but a little while later.
I'm diving back into some old stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what people want. They just want sequels, reboots.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
we're gonna give it sequels and reboots here at Mythos.
There's gonna be some facelifts and some new ideas. I can't say anything because it'll be pulling it all out.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
You know, you'll figure it out. You're not dumb.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm dumb.
Some of you.
I'm dumb. Proudly dumb.
You're not if you're watching this,
you're not dumb. You're plugged in. You get it.
You're plugged in and you're turned on. Probably.
I am. Hell yeah. All right, let's go.
But yeah, so how do we want to structure this? Because we don't really have a topic.
Let's just talk.
So how about this?
Do you have AMAs that you want? You want to start with AMAs?
I do have some great AMA questions.
Oh man, I didn't think of a rock and roll question of the week. I'll think of one while we're sitting there. I'll get one.
And if there's any guitar news or new gear that came out, then we should talk about.
We could also do. I also want to do tone revs on this too.
Tone revelation.
Tone revelation. So this is between me and my dad. Whenever we haven't talked for like an hour, because we text each other all day. We always say like, you got any tone revs? Which means since you played last, since we talked last, do you have any tone revelations?
Since yesterday.
Yeah, since yesterday. Basically, I like that a lot. Every time I always like to have a tone revelation every single time I sit down to play.
Yeah,
it's fun.
This is interesting.
We'll work on that one too.
Torzal Guitars.
What is that?
Torzal. Oh. Buh.
Wow.
Okay. I feel like I have seen this where the guitars have like an actual twist in the neck. Okay, weird. I'm gonna pull this up. This is from Redbird Jazz. Zach with no K or H or nothing. Just a C. I'm an H guy, by the way. Have you seen that Torzal Guitars? They're designed with a 15-degree twist in the neck to help people with wrist problems. I think it's honestly going the wrong way for me. It would need to be twisted away from me. But let's see if we can pull this up on the screen, because this is an interesting looking thing. A natural twist. So you can it's hard to see on these small.
I can see it.
Damn gummit. I hate it when people like you can't zoom in on shit. Yeah, here, okay.
I mean, you can see it.
Son of a bitch.
Enhance.
There you go. So you can. It's like wow. But yeah, I think like for my hand, because my left hand, like you guys know, this one works all the way. This one only turns halfway over. So yeah, I don't think that would help me. Strange though. It's a neat concept, a neat idea, but I don't want it. Someone mentioned the Mooches mentioned the Kaizen. I like the Kaizen. Okay, honestly, the thing that helps me more than anything as far as comfort is fan fret.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of odd, but I find fan fret guitars very comfortable to play.
There you go.
Have you ever played a fan? You played one of my Strainbirds.
Yeah, those are cool.
But did you like it? Did you mind it?
No, it's fine.
You're lukewarm on fan fret.
I didn't play it and go like, this is it.
You didn't play it and think,
go like, this
whoa.
This has been what I've been waiting
Everyone
for.
better leave the room.
Yeah. Because now it's just me and fan frets. Everybody else is done.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see.
Do you have AMAs that people submit?
I do. So let's just get into that, because this is
everybody's doing great.
We're not. It's not hitting yet, but we're about to. We're only 11 minutes in.
Let's start. Like I want to ask you this real quick. When's the last time that you feel like that you had a true tone revelation? Something that you like changed, sort of like your thought process or your thinking about your tone or how you approach playing guitar.
Honestly, like,
when's the last time you had one? You're like, oh man, this really changes how I feel about a lot of things.
When I got my Castedosa, the Alcon, when that showed up, I was like, it was kind of like that aha moment. Like I think like those epiphanies, it's like tone epiphanies.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Tone revelations.
Tone revelation is better than epiphany, and no one can spell epiphany because that's a hard word to spell.
Tone rev.
I like getting that guitar was big, and then honestly, like I don't know, the Mark II C++ was really cool, but that wasn't like a transformative thing that changed how. I
mean, they don't have to be like
guitar.
Huge, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think they're just it's a fun thing to be like what's fun about your gear right now.
Yeah,
what are you dialing?
And yours is the last one's probably the Vintage Deluxe. It was like the major.
Well, that is like I mean, it's transformed so much about the way I play guitar. I mean, getting something where you can finally like only use pedals when you need them instead of as a crutch is like a really big thing because my guitar playing has gotten so much better because of it. I love my pedals, but I use them when I want them and not because I have to. And that's a really nice thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want it when there's a specific tone or feel that you're going for. So then you can just like, I just feel like I play better and I get better because I'm plugged directly into the amp and I'm not thinking about tone very much because it's just good.
Right.
It's just good. So that was the biggest tone rev I've had in forever.
And like there have definitely been things that I've seen or played. Sorry, I've played that have been like those V8 like bonk. Like should have had a V8. Like I should have owned one of these.
That's an old school commercial.
It is. Do
it.
they still make V8?
I don't know.
People don't drink juice.
No.
It's all got caffeine in it now. But when I played your Dizzy Tone fuzz.
Yeah, that was great.
Like all of us were like, holy God in heaven. That's like the best sound. It's the best sounding like old school fuzz I've ever heard. And Matthew's got it.
I do.
No one else has it. Eric Johnson doesn't have it. Kenny Wayne Shepherd. What other nerds?
What other nerds? Not me. Not me.
But someone mentioned
Epiphony.
coffee shop pedals.
Okay.
And I think we should talk about this because I think this is an odd thing.
Oh, hit me
that
with it.
Now people are making Chase Bliss style like looking pedals.
Okay.
Like look at these. If you just glanced at this, you go, "Oh, that's kind of like a wild Chase Bliss pedal," and I don't know how to feel about it.
I mean, everybody gets copied at some point if you have that kind of.
I love this.
That's a great.
This is great. This guy.
Everybody gets copied at some point if you've got an iconic look.
But I kind of this is cool. The donut hole.
I like that. Love donuts.
What the heck is
5-star review?
How do you get this?
It's just Instagram.
Instagram, but that's very interesting. And this is neat. It's got like a little order switcher. That's kind of cool.
It says clip right there. I thought it said clap for a second. I don't know what that's all about.
Engage the clap.
I was like, what is?
But I don't know. I saw this morning. It just showed up and I was like, man, it's just like it's so. The problem I see with something like this is from a distance, from a glance.
From a distance. Remember that song?
I think so.
It's good. What's going on?
You hear that?
Is it a wolf
or a ghost?
Yeah.
You might get confused at seeing this. You might say, like, "Oh, what Chase Bliss is that?" Yeah. So it's this looks cool. This cold brew chorus vibrato, but also, like, if someone goes to, we were talking about visibility. We've talked about this a lot. Visibility. Like, if someone sees your pedal on a pedal board, you want to be immediately identifiable.
Yep. Like, yes, because you've come up with stuff. And I said, that looks awesome, except it doesn't look anything like a Mythos pedal. So we can't do it. And that's just part of the game. You do as a limited edition maybe, or like a store exclusive or something.
Right.
That's a little bit different. But for the most part, you want the main stuff to be the main stuff.
Right. So let's get into some of these questions. Because there's some good ones in here. There's some not good ones. No offense. It's fine.
They're all good ones. Because
I like this one. Zad. Zad in. Bloomfield seems bright.
The Bloomfield?
Would a 1x15 cab help?
The Bloomfield seems bright.
Yeah. I don't think it's bright.
I don't think it's bright. It's got some bite to it.
It's got bite, not bright. Bite, not bright.
Bite means good. Bright means bad.
No. Bright can be good.
Usually when someone says bright, they mean it in a negative connotation when it comes to guitar playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a little bright.
Yeah.
Not like You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It cuts through when it's good.
Yeah.
It bites when it's good.
It's
interesting. Our language is so strange.
Yeah.
Tone knobs work on that amp.
You use the knobs. Don't be afraid to turn a knob down.
Turn the bright down. Pump the bass up a little bit.
The mid's up.
Sure.
You know, turn your tone knob down your guitar.
Yeah.
Interact with it. It's an instrument.
I feel like in certain cases, I might, if you thought an amp was overly bright, I would agree. But I think the tone stacks and the usefulness of all of what Two-Rock offers should be pretty great.
Oh yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah, and it could be your rig. If you're running pedals into it, you could have like a buffer that's interacting weird or something. I don't know. Always test everything. If you're having an issue or a tonal issue, test everything direct into the amp.
Yeah.
With your amplifier. Like if you have an issue with your amp.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Matthew is very bright.
He is.
No.
What's a great reason to buy a new guitar?
Ooh.
And what reasons lead to regret? Very philosophical. This is from
love this question.
Gabrielle Henrique. Oh man, you got a long from Gabe. So what do you think? Like what's a good reason to buy a guitar, and what would lead to buyer's remorse or regret after purchasing an instrument?
Easy question. The reason to buy a guitar is because you want one. That's it. That's it. It's the goal is to play as much guitar as possible. Mm-hmm. If buying a guitar makes that happen, then it's a good reason to buy a guitar. That's it. The reason why you should regret it is if it's financially crippling for you.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the only reason.
Or,
I think, it's, there's some minutia to that answer.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, how many guitars have you bought in your lifetime that you regret? You're like, that was dumb.
Or like genuine regret?
Yeah, regrets.
I don't know if I've ever truly regretted a purchase. But yeah, there's definitely times where I think we as humans, but guitarists tend to overthink like the why we need something. Cause you all the time say like, what's the point of getting this? Like, how are you going to use it? Like, what job is it going to do that's different than what you have?
My philosophy always is that like, why am I going to play this over what I have already?
Yeah.
If I don't have a good answer for that, it's probably not worth getting. That's how I think about it. So if I'm thinking about a guitar and I think about the rig that I have at home, and I go, why, if I want something, because it happens, right?
Yeah.
You see something, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You get excited.
I do it all the time.
Oh. And then you're like, but I have a lot of at home, right? Lots of it.
It's private.
Hey. Love you, honey. But the point is that like, would I play that over what I have?
Right.
Does it have a place in there, or am I just being redundant? I might, if I knew that going in, I might regret it, but then I knew that, right? So what does regret mean? Regret to me is like, I bought it and I'm like, I kind of knew that this wasn't going to necessarily work for me. I just really wanted it, and now I got to sell it because I need the cash. That would be regret.
but also like, even if you could go into buying something and not have it put you in financial straits, and then like you realize like you were buying it because you got hooked on hype or overly excited or
hooked on hype
or something like that, where you're buying things on a whim and not for a reason.
I like to think about this is something that I think about a lot, right? Just in general about my life, about the idea of regret. And to me, I think you always have to ask yourself, did I make this decision based on all the information I had at the time? And if that's the case, I don't regret it. Now, if I made a decision because I was like, I kind of know this is stupid and I'm doing it anyway, that you can regret. That's mostly women. But whole nother topic. But, but I think that's sort of like, that's when you regret, when you kind of like, I kind of knew that it was like, that this was going to happen. Like, let's talk about something for a second. Okay. Like, for real.
I'm trying to read the comments and listen.
I know. It's like, when I watch this back sometimes and I go I just... I'm like, that's got to be fantastic viewing for other guys. Do you regret buying the Brazilian? Because this is because you have the R9, which is an unbelievable guitar that you've loved forever, that you've had forever, that has memories attached to your life. And then you bought a guitar that's very similar. And I told you pretty early that I said, like, I didn't think that, I thought one of them had to go eventually. Yeah. Because it's the same. The goal and the use case of that guitar is the same.
I do wish I had use that money to buy something else for myself. So yeah, I did regret it.
Did you know at the time that you might regret it?
No, I was like,
you were all in.
Yeah, this is it. You know, this is gonna be the one, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was a great guitar. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And like Wildwood didn't pull anything over on me. I just got in my
You
head.
texted me because you were like, "This is amazing," and as soon as you text me a picture of a guitar, I know it's coming home. You just need my approval.
Sometimes it's like it's a real impossibility. There was a 79 Flying V at CME that I played. It was Silver Burst, and that guitar, man, it was awesome, but it was kind of expensive, and I just couldn't. Well, the Flying Vs are harder to justify, even though I have two, which is like probably awesome. too many. But
here we go.
Oh, which one?
This Brandon we got. Hey, Brandon. How you doing, buddy?
So another thing, because it makes it extraordinarily harder to chop these up
and make reels
and stuff because the text never squares up. It's wildly frustrating.
We're going to try to actually get people to listen to this show other than you wonderful people. So we want to start cutting up and posting clips.
Yeah.
And we can't really put the text on the screen because it's really hard to make them when the text is on the screen.
Yeah, there may be a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to have to do some tests. But Brandon Brigante, our friend, how many times have you bought something, sold it, regretted it, bought it, or something similar?
That sounds like a Jeff question.
How many Amp 11s, Jeff?
Jeff, our boy Jeff. We love Jeff.
He's
probably done that more than anybody.
Jeff, the Love Pedal Custom Shop sale is happening right now.
Go, Jeff, now.
Get in.
Now.
I'm going to go look after the stream.
Hell yeah.
You probably haven't done this.
I've bought and sold the Carmen Gia a few times. And each time I'm like, I'm good with the fact that this doesn't have a master volume. And then each time I'm like, oh yeah, right. But they finally added one and I need to get one. Because
wait, what?
A Carmen Gia.
Add what? Sorry.
I need to buy one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
I know I do.
Yeah, you need another amp. I need a Z28.
You know.
Mark II.
I know.
But I've done it a lot.
You've done it a lot?
Yeah. I like Strats. I don't like Strats. And even like my custom shop Strat. It's great. I'm probably gonna sell it. I'm just playing with Silver Sky. I don't know.
Strats. But
then...
isn't that though like the when you talk about regret? This is good. We finally got a topic. Gear regret. Look at that. We got a thumbnail. Regret. Gear regret. Isn't it usually the guitars where you're sitting around and you get a little sweaty and you're like, I don't have anything that's Gretchy. Yeah. And then you buy it. That's the stuff that you kind of regret because you're kind of, you want to get something, you're excited to get something, and you're like, I don't have this. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I don't have this. I don't have this. Terrence. But that's...
Would you say turds?
Terrence. Oh. Terrence and Phillip. Oh. I was doing Terrence and Phillip. Man, we beat that Canadian ass yesterday.
What?
U.S. women's hockey.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Who gives a shit?
Awesome. Come on! Hockey rules. I love women's hockey. It's great. All right. Yeah, you don't like sports. But what I was going to say is that like when you get a Strat, that's usually what it is, right? Because you're like, I don't have a Strat. I need a good Strat.
Sometimes, yeah. But also, like, I've done that a lot with pedals, like in pickups. I don't know. Maybe it's just the wind. But, oddly enough, I have bought and sold so many sets of Pearly Gate pickups, and I never liked them. And then we put some Pearly Gates into Fadey, or what do we call it? What do we call that guitar? The faded standard? The satiny one that we modded and I sanded the pickup rings on. Oh. I think we call it Fadey.
Fadey. We had Chippy. I remember Chippy.
Chippy and Fadey.
I love Chippy.
And I was like, they sound pretty good. And then I bought a custom shop set of Duncan Pearly Gates. And they sound awesome.
They sounded awesome.
So, I don't know. But also, like, your ear evolves. So sometimes you do go through these, like, phases in life where you can return to something and like it again. Like, there were times where I didn't like Rats. And now I love Rats.
You made one.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to see. I saw there was some...
Jared Hicks in there.
Yeah, I saw Jared. What? Oh, this one's come through a few times. What makes me so meh about current Gibson Standard models? I have a 2021 60s burst, and I'm in love, but I might not know what I'm missing. That's all it is. Like, I just have different tastes, and I don't think any of those guitars are bad. Like, behind Matthew is my Explorer, my 80s Explorer, There it is, the Hetfield looking one. That's just a standard one. It's amazing. But for Les Pauls, I just want more vintage appointments. And the standard stuff, while they're great guitars, just don't take me where I want to go. So I just have different taste. It's nothing. I'm not trying to be disparate or anything to the Gibson Standard community. I just like custom shop better.
There you go.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm cursed with knowledge.
Cursed with knowledge.
Let's see. What is this from Jared Hicks? Going off Paul Reed Smith's idea of creating something better than that 58 gold top. Well, that was at Emerald City. Have you guys lost the desire for vintage instruments now that modern gear has gotten so good? I mean, I kind of have. I think
never had any desire for vintage gear.
Well, you had
personally.
The only thing you've ever lusted after is that vintage 330. That's Jason Lawler's.
Yeah, but that was like, I mean, I think that was a very specific guitar. And the price wise, I think the vintage 330s have always been fairly reasonable because no one gave a shit. Nobody wanted them. But I mean, lusting after it, like I've never thought like I have this gear, but only if I could afford vintage gear, then I'd have it dialed in.
Right.
I've never had that thought once in my life. And it might be because during that era, an era where vintage gear was big or whatever, was never going to be able to afford any of it. So there's always that part of it. But like,
that's a big part of it for me. Like I'll never reasonably be able to afford a burst, or now that 335s have become like just astronomical, it's kind of dumb. So yeah, and I think modern guitar makers are doing as good as they've ever done. And like for those guys, Fender, Gibson, like their reissue instruments are incredible. Now, like vintage ones are different, but they're also not, 20, 30, 40, 100, $250,000, $500,000.
Yes.
So, I like this from Tyler Hall here. What are the vintage appointments in Gibson that you can't live without?
Yeah. What's a deal breaker for you?
It's so many little details. I like the thinner binding. The neck carve is different. The neck carve is a big part of it, and most of the standard stuff just has the wrong neck shape for me. ABR1, like an actual ABR1. Like the placement of the pickups, the pickup rings, the top carve. It's like it's everything. It's the whole guitar. And it's all these little things put together.
Yeah, you can't unsee it. You see all of those things and you go like, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right.
Yeah, and for sure.
Doesn't mean that it doesn't sound good or play good. It means that like you're just the vision there.
Yeah. Go to Gibson Garage and play an ES330, then walk over to Carter's and play one. The difference is night and day. I disagree. I've played more like shitty vintage guitars than I have new guitars. Like of that quality. Like I played a lot of shitty new guitars that were like
I played
$200.
a decent amount of the Memphis 330s, and I always thought they were really great.
Memphis Gibsons were incredible.
They were awesome. I have not played one of the new since they brought back 330 like last year or whatever.
Yeah,
I want
to go play them.
Yeah.
Well, let's hit some more. Corey Congilio just texted me.
Hi, Corey.
Have we tried Sur Hombre? Yeah, Sur Hombre, cool.
Yes.
Oh, here you go. This one's. Even though you haven't experienced it in person yet. Two-Rock Studio Sig versus Studio Overdrive. Where are they comparable, of course?
From you've played it.
Maracuso.
Hit it.
They're comparable in their quality, but sonically they're very different. The Studio Sig is, more clean. You can crank it, but you got to turn it up. Especially the power section needs to be working. But the Studio Overdrive is more of an overdrive amp. Like you have that.
Hence the name.
Yeah, thumbs down.
Oh, Mom.
You have that ability to go beyond what the TS1 can go to with the gain.
Wow.
And it's just a total different sound. We will make a video. Yeah. As soon as we get one, we'll make a video.
And we got to do a Bloomfield versus TS1 versus Studio Overdrive drive channel. I'm really excited about doing that.
You want to do that one?
No. I got nothing nice to say. So we're not doing that.
Let's see. Let's talk about how underrated the Olympus is.
I like this one. Oh, that's funny. What? I wish we could put that one up. It's funny. About 330. true about the new 330s, right? He says, but I swear I picked up the new 330 and my fiance was like, why do you look so sad? Like, dang, bro. Maybe that one just wasn't hitting.
Yeah,
maybe it was like slobbed on by tourists.
Well, that's
you know what I mean?
That's
that could happen.
What was the question?
Oh, you want to talk about the Olympus?
Oh, Olympus. The Olympus never got its day in the sun.
Yeah.
Ever. And I think the Olympus is the best steal of used Mythos pedals when you get the big box one.
I have one on my desk.
You do,
and I love that pedal.
It's like that was the first one where I put all big fancy parts and like really swung
Spartan
for the
series,
Spartan
baby.
series, swung for the fences, and it did okay. And then no one cared.
I think
so.
I mean, I have my thoughts and theories and reasons, and I think that nobody knows the pedal that it was sort of chasing after, and then when you don't have like a short phrase or sentence where you can describe what it is,
good overdrive.
People don't like it. People want, and this is just how the industry is. It's every industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like people want to understand exactly what it is. In shorthand, right? Is it a tube screamer? Is it a rat? Is it a big muff? It's like I get it. I get it. So if you have something and it isn't like that, it's
harder to sell.
It's harder to sell. There's certain stuff that
you gotta get weird, I think.
Well, I think certain stuff hits, and then that becomes that, like the Klon did, or the Timmy did, or the Lightspeed, or something like that, right? Where it becomes a shorthand for something different, and that's rare, and it's hard to break through.
Yeah, the present snob confuses. Why?
Why?
Like you have it on an amp, you turn it. You turn it till it sounds good. That's how all Mythos pedals work.
Turn it till it sounds good.
Turn it till it sounds good.
Yeah.
Someone asked if we would do a delay again this year.
Sure.
We'll see.
I mean, I love the Oracle. That was my favorite. We had supply chain issues, like everyone did.
No, is the fucking
and
tariffs.
The tariffs. That's what I mean by supply. It was like
that's not supply.
It's same difference.
We still got all the parts. They're just way more expensive.
That's supply chain issues.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel like supply chain issues is a stock thing.
It's both.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, that's the same difference.
Yeah. One is on the whims of a little orange man, or 215 pounds.
That boy ain't little. All right.
But
it sounds bad. Then back up. That's funny.
Yeah. What's the price on the Studio Overdrive?
$37.99 for the head, and then
a little more for the
combo. $40.99 for the combo.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going.
Good questions.
We're next show we'll have a theme. I think.
I have a good theme for the next one.
Yeah.
We kind of touched on it a little bit today, but I touch on it every day.
Mm-hmm. A lot of these are just like just shop questions, and I don't want to.
What do you mean just shop questions?
Well, this is like high voltage questions, and I don't want to only hit that.
Mythos.
Oh, I like this one. This gentleman has been messaging me a lot about
what?
The TS10.
TS10.
Okay, I want to grab a plethora of tube screamers.
How many tube screamers? Well, how many is a plethora? How many do you have to have?
What constitutes a plethora?
When I was
more than 3.
When I was in high school, I was the editor-in-chief of the school newspaper.
Right.
Which shocking, right? That I would do that.
Yeah.
And I tried to make sure that one headline every issue had plethora, because I really liked that. And I remember my advisor said I had to stop because you're just trying too hard.
Right.
But I thought I want it every time.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about?
Whoa.
Okay, Supreme Court overruled the tariffs. Supreme Court. Okay. Here. Okay.
Do I get my money back?
There's an issue. Will we get the money back? Now, also, quickly, we can talk about this. It's business. This affects our lives. This affects literally our families' lives, everything about it. The problem with all that. So let's say, tariffs go away. So we're not getting hit. I mean, they probably won't go away entirely. They were there during 2016 and all that, but they were a bit more palatable. But let's say tariffs go away. Here's the real rub for all this stuff.
Give me the rub.
Do you guys think that all these companies who've raised their prices to offset the tariffs are somehow going to go back down on their prices because they're not losing that money?
I mean, unless they had way less sales because of it, and they got less orders, and they're like, oh, now we can kind of tell people So there could be situations where that happened. I don't know.
There could be. Yeah. But I don't believe that, like, let's say our parts suppliers, they have raised prices on parts and then added like a line item for tariffs on a lot of those too. So even for things that were domestic and it had, hadn't been imported, those prices all went up. But I would be shocked if we saw our jack prices go back down, our foot switch prices, our capacitors, potentiometers. Like, I don't believe for a moment that even if you say all the tariffs are going away, that somehow all those prices are going to go back down.
Well, so like the tariffs were there were tariffs on everything before. It was just a lot. They just got raised to absurd levels on the whims of one person.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and the uncertainty of being able to like
and not even knowing, because each time you order something, you had to like find out, well, how much is this going to cost?
Yeah.
Versus being able to build that in because prices were steady with your suppliers.
Yeah. So I also have very little faith that any of this is going to matter.
We will see.
Yeah.
We will
like
see.
Fingers crossed, because like we paid a pretty hefty tariff on a pretty small box of like switches and LEDs recently that we had never paid before. But yeah, also like that really sucks, especially for big businesses, like big pedal companies who've spent, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the time being trying to get by because of these sort of things. So,
all right, what else we got?
So Tube Screamer.
Questions.
This gentleman has asked
lots
many
of Tube Screamer
TS10 questions. So TS10, this came out after the TS9, which came out after, this is an early style, of the TS808. This is a narrow box. But he was asking about the chips in this. What chip will make this sound the most TS10-like? Okay. And I hate to break it to all of you, doesn't fucking matter.
Say it.
The chips in these pedals. Now, if you have the absolute wrong chip, then yeah, it will not work or
like
sound bad.
Not a chip that anyone would ever use
right.
in a Tube Screamer-like pedal.
Right. But all of the things that people worry about with JRC 4558D or, TLO 72 can sound kind of different, but there's so many other things that affect why this sounds different than this, and basically these sound almost identical. These sound a little more different, but guess what? They still sound like Tube Screamers. The chips are, it does make a little difference, but it's so minute that I would challenge anybody to hear the difference, because I would argue that by the time, give me that one.
Give me that.
By the time you open up your Tube Screamer, here's one I prepared earlier, and change that chip, and you put it back together and you play it again, you will have forgotten the subtle differences that would exist between those two chips. There's a great video, this is old YouTube, where our friends down at Visual Sound, True Tone, had a switcher where they had it all wired up and they were switching between the chips and asking like pro players to tell a difference. Can't tell a difference. You can't tell a difference. Burr Brown, even like a TLO 72, which is a JFET based op amp, you're not going to be able to tell much of a difference. So
there you go. You heard it from the foremost Tube Screamer.
So, okay,
nerd.
like this. Envy can make the TS10 sound mostly correct. It sounds like a Tube Screamer. They all sound like Tube Screamers. It's not like this transformative thing. You don't get this and sound like a TS10. It sounds like a Tube Screamer. So it sounds like this. It sounds the same.
There we go. So what you're saying is that the differences between an 808 and a 9 and a 10 are not worth.
They're there. Like the difference between a 9 and an 808 are more different. There's more an audible difference, but the things that you're hearing where you're shifting the circuit around really come from guys like me who are modding it, and not like the subtle things that they do to the output buffer or adding like a resistor that pads the output between the gain stages. It's so minor. So don't get hung up on it. Does it sound good or not? That's all that matters, because they all sound great. And all that to say, like Tyler just said, buy an Envy because it genuinely does all this and then more. So then why do I have so many? Because it's a collection. You know, like, you know, you could have the same color and type of shirt. That could be your only shirt. You could Albert Einstein it, just have one outfit, but you don't because you want to have variety when you look down and look at yourself or whatever. But it's a collection. It's fun. That's why I have so many. Not because they sound different, but because I want them and they're neat. That's all it is.
I got nothing for that.
Right?
That's it.
That's all that matters.
You buy something and then you buy it again in a different color and it does the exact same thing. It's a collection. That's how it works. That's a legitimate way to do things if that's what you're into. Mm-hmm. Now you can, you know, argue all day on how they are different and why you need all of them, but it's really a collection.
On the bonsai, what's actually happening when you're jumping to different versions on the knob is adjusting the buffer? No, it's actually like the bonsai that came from the slice of pie or the Muffuletta. That's it.
Muffuletta.
The Muffuletta pedal. It's literally switching between all the circuits.
They're all in there.
They're all in there. And you're just click, 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 and going through all of them. It's a wonder of engineering because it's an analog thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I have all those tube screamers that piss off Rhett sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have definitely bought some, like back in the day when it was more of like a meme for me, just to annoy him. Because I will spend thousands of dollars to annoy my friends. That's
why you're a good friend.
That's right. And, you know, a good husband, you know, like all those things.
I love it.
Man, I got a little heated.
You did.
About people like making a big deal about it. It's not a big deal. You know, it's either good or bad. It's just like pickups. Like everyone gets so like in the weeds with like, oh, is it this? You know, it's like, does it sound good or not? Like the humbuckers that Stephanie winds at Castedosa, they, I would argue, are not PAF like because she is scatter winding them. So it's not machine wound. They're just a humbucker. And guess what? They sound awesome.
They do.
They sound great. And you can really hear them. Like you can hear the character of the guitar with their pickups, which is like so crucial. When I was at Woodwire Volts and I played the Mariana bevel.
Yes.
Which is like kind of like an SG.
It's a thinner guitar. It's got a bevel. It's mahogany. There's no like, you know, maple cap or anything.
Yeah. It same pickups sounded so different. It was more aggressive. It had that thing that SGs have, but on a Castedosa, and it was awesome. As soon as I played it, I was like, I like this. I didn't think I need this. See, that's the problem.
We got a cool one on order.
A TS9 is more muddy than an 808 or 10. No, it's not. It's not. They're not. I've tried them all. Like I have them all.
$10.
Jose.
$10. Let's get in there. We'll pop that up.
Oh yeah, we'll pop
a super chat.
Yeah, we'll pop it.
No, hey, wait. I want to say something real quick before we talk about this.
Okay.
I think like what we're getting at here is like I'm not ever gonna tell somebody that like, you know, if they hear a difference in there, that's not true, right? You don't hear it. Some people might try it and hear little differences.
Right.
But I think what we're getting at here is that like when you get a little too hung up on like what those differences are and this chip sounds exactly like this, there's too many factors in the chain of what you're hearing to like definitively say that something like that sounds so specific on like a minute detailed difference.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
But like the argument about a 9 and a 10, like they're so close, like from a schematic standpoint. An 808 does sound different. It does sound different. It's minor though, but it does sound different. And I did this thing at Carter where I have the Analog Man True Vintage mod. I had a reissue, normal stock, bone stock, and then I had a vintage one. And I lined them all up and I played them one after the other. And I switched the order. So like the buffers would have, they all sounded the same. The one thing that stood out to me the most is the vintage one was louder, but that could be just the value of the pot. And then when I turned it all the way up, it sounded exactly the same because you're getting all the heat. But anyway, let's Jose.
Jose gave us money, so he gets our time.
Thank you. You're contributing to the lunch fund. If you give us a super chat, it goes right into feeding these guys. And I promised Will 4 tenders this day.
Yeah, he sold a pedal yesterday in the store, and so he gets 4 tendies instead of 3 today. We're hitting that Bojangles.
I mean, you sold a Bloomfield, so how much do you get?
Oh, I did. I think I get a few more tendies.
Yeah, I think you get it. You get a.
Whoa, guys! Whoa! Here comes the cash. We weren't solicited. I didn't mean to do that. Here it comes, baby.
All so, right. Jose, Zach flashed a new pedal board last stream. How's it been? What's Matthew using? So many board options. Any styles you want to try? So Sweetwater has been pushing the Gator boards recently.
What pedal board do I have? Mm-hmm. I just have used just old school pedal train stuff.
I love a rail system.
It works for me. I'm stuck, in that style. I have a big board that I made a couple years ago, and then I have a small board that I made, and I just plug directly into the amp.
Yes.
Most of the time, and I use a single pedal plugged into a one spot when I feel like riffing. That's kind of just where I've been.
You rock the OG Big Puff with a battery.
I do. And the Dizzy Tone with just the battery.
Oh man,
so much fun. It's so much fun.
I still think about it. I'm like,
yeah. I remember when I pulled that thing out, and you're like, "Whoa, put that thing away." No, so there's your full quote for this week. No, but I didn't know what I had. I knew it sounded awesome. A buddy of mine sent us, me and Devin.
You hadn't played it in years.
I told the story, but he sent us like 6, and he said, "Choose which one you like the best." Devin gave me first pick. I chose that one. Just like the Grail in Indiana Jones, I chose wisely. And I didn't know how good it was. I just knew it sounded awesome. And you and Jeff lost your mind when you saw it.
It sounded so good.
And I was like, I had no idea I had something so great. I love it. I love it.
Transformative. Yeah. But I haven't really been using my board that much. It was here, and then I shook the piss out of it. Then I was using it a little bit, but we're in the process of building out a little mini home music space studio, quote unquote, where that will live. So as soon as I get that done, then I'll go mess with it more. Trevor,
$10 from Trevor. Love my new Novo. Trevor got a Solus F2 in toasted marshmallow.
Yes,
with the matching guard with a maple fretboard. That guitar was wild. I'm glad you like it. I hadn't heard from you yet, so I wanted to make sure that you loved it. Good to hear from you, Trevor.
Yeah, it looked good.
That was an awesome guitar.
Great finish, and I really because I'm a dork. I really like the aging they did on the pickguard on that one. It had a little bit of loving on it, and I thought it was chef's kiss.
Henry, thankful for all the.
Oh, it's Canadian. Maybe it's Henri.
Henri, yeah. He did. He was shouting out, Canadian hockey tension in the chat. I know you might have not noticed it because your eyes just glossed over when everyone was talking about it, but hockey tension is real and not just heated rivalry. Thank you for all the effort and insight you put into this, fellas, showing you some taco money love.
Taco money love. Hey,
we would get Taco Bell today, but somebody decided to get Taco Bell on their own already this week.
Yeah.
I don't know who that would be.
It didn't work out.
Because the other 3 guys would get it again.
I think I was like stuck working and I was late and I was really hungry.
No, you just went there for lunch. Just random.
It wasn't at 11 though. It was later.
No, you were working and you're like, I gotta eat something.
Yeah, that happens.
Then
that happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I say there's a difference in the old Zeus face Mjolnirs considering? And Wildwood considering the circuit changes? Yeah.
There's a lot of differences in the Mjolnirs.
Yeah, because the circuit is very different. It's wildly different. Is wildly different. Oh man,
so much stuff here.
so much Tube Screamer chat.
Everybody loves Tube Screamer chat.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got a 1977 Strat that someone put a swimming pool route in. Cool. Is it worth more to fix the route and refin or leave it as is? I've heard the thick original finish affects tone. Well, those definitely have thick finish, but putting back in those little bits of wood, why? Just enjoy the fact that you have a swimming pool route, and now you can put any pickup you want.
With 4 humbuckers.
Yeah. Dynasonic, dog ear.
Yeah. I love
Strat pickup.
I love those guitars, man. It's just people just going for it, man. Just got just rando sando.
Have I tried the Mythos Cicada? That's the little mini Tube Screamer thing. Yeah, it's fine. It's too much of a gimmick for me to I don't want to have pigtails to plug something up. I like gimmicks, but I like it to be full size. I like a full size gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Full size gimmick.
But yeah, so it's 9:51, so I have to do dipped at 10.
Okay.
So you want to get in the rock and roll question of the week? Did you think of one, or
no?
You didn't think of one? That's
no,
fine.
I didn't.
So
we gotta have something. Rock and roll question of the week.
That's all right. Well, we can get to it next week. It's all good. This was a wild.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a wild.
Let's do a couple more AMAs.
Okay, let's try to get at least one.
Yeah.
There weren't that many.
Everyone was just disappointed they weren't going to get your smiling face.
Maybe. What is another instrument that you would want to be good at playing?
Piano.
Yeah.
Piano. You write songs. Like, I'd love to be able to play piano so I could write songs.
Just be like, dun,
yeah. Piano, that'd be great.
Drums. I just wish I could be a really good drummer.
A really good drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did my wrist would not be as in the way. And I've admittedly tried to learn drums and I've gotten okay.
I've gotten very, 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 very okay. And just the on the edge of being competent, I just never got there. It's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
Feet and hands.
Yeah, both feet, both hands.
Both feet, both hands, brain.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's not a bad one. But
it's gear related and rock and roll related.
But I think we're gonna run out of time. I think if we get too far into that, because I have to hit my mark. So, before we go,
what
until I think about 4 o'clock it was 6 o'clock.
The flash sale.
Flash sale. If you want to get one of the extra spicy, extra hots, we're doing 15% off. Automatic discount in the cart on mythospedals.com. Just for the black one. Why don't we pull it up on screen so people can see it?
This was Zach looked at the stock on the shelf and said, we have more of those than I thought.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So if you go into Overdrive and you go down to the extra, my Apollo reconnected. Everything okay?
Hi guys.
Weird. No, that's fine. $211.65. There you go. Free shipping. And yeah, if you want an extra hot, you get it. And if you want us to sign it, we'll have Jeff and Will sign it.
Absolutely, they made it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
I just designed it.
Audio boys.
Oh.
Was it dead?
Is it dead?
Says it's not.
Weird.
Silent for a hot second.
Mic is hot again. Okay.
Zach said a bunch of racist stuff while the mic was out.
No, I didn't. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us.
We got 6 minutes.
I know, but I have to get set up for dipped and tone. That means hooking up cables and mics. And
Okay.
I gotta find my cloud lifter.
We have to wait to get lunch until you're done with this. So
I'll hurry.
I'm excited to get off then. Just trying to get more pull quotes.